Agora,
Question attend करना है।
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, sir. Sir, we will wait for 5 minutes so that if there are very less participants, so they can join. Then
No
and then
problem. Once it got ready, just let me know.
okay, sir. Good morning to one and all present over here. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
I, Assistant Professor Pooja Gupta from Niranjana Majithia College of Commerce, would like to welcome you all to the fourth day of our national level FDP on data analysis and research. It's fantastic to see such an enthusiastic and engaged audience today. Before we dive into today's topic, let's take a moment to appreciate the collective energy and curiosity that has been driving our discussion throughout this FDP. Now, on the fourth day, we are about to embark on crucial aspect of our seminar, an introduction to data analysis and research. Today's session will provide you with insights into the fundamentals of data analysis, its role in research, and how it empowers decision-making process. The aim for today's FDP is to equip our participants with a foundational understanding of data analysis in the context of research. Now, I would like to give introduction of our resource person, Dr. Nishikant Jha, sir. Today, we are honored to have a distinguished resource person with us. Our resource person, Dr. Nishikant Jha sir, holds a PhD from SKMU Dumka and has been awarded a Doctor of Literature from IT University, USA. Furthermore, he has actively engaged in continuous learning, completing a post-graduation diploma in business management from ICFI, Hyderabad. He is also a BSc Trainer Level 1 from BSc Institute Limited. Sir has also completed ICWA from ICWAI Calcutta. Sir has also done an International Executive MBA from University in Europe. Sir is a competent professional, UG and PG approved professor and MPhil and PhD guide by University of Mumbai with more than 15 years of experience in teaching and research, administrative and managing the entire course. He has 3 patents under IPR by Government of India to his credit. Sir is presently working as a Vice Principal of Commerce Department in Thakur College of Science and Commerce, visiting faculty for MPhil and MCom at JBIMS, Hinduja College, TSS College, and KES College. Sir is also teaching CFA and CFP professional courses of USA, CIMA professional courses of London, CA and CS professional courses of India. Sir is also a research supervisor and professor for research methodology. Sir has been successfully guiding 13 PhD and 14 MPhil research scholars and many UG and PhD students and many more research works are done by Sir. Sir has published 120 research papers in national and international journals and written more than 150 textbooks. Sir is also working as a board of study member for commerce and management. Sir has called as a vice chancellor nominees as subject expert and board of study member in many colleges for recruitment of assistant professor and syllabus framing. Sir is also an external referee and examiner for PhD Viva examination for Nagpur University, University of Pune, Sangarge Baba Amravati University, etc. Sir is also an editor-in-chief, Versatile International Journal, and editorial board member for peer review and referred and widely accepted national and international research journal. Sir is also a lifetime member of Indian Commerce Association, Indian Economic Association, Indian Accounting Association, Maharashtra Commerce Association. Sir has been also given an appreciation letters from different industries like Tata AIG, ICICI, LIC, TCS, Max, Newark, NIT Escort, etc. Sir has also written many articles and it has also been published in many local newspapers and Sir has been appreciated from them many times. Sir has not only contributed significantly to academia, but has also achieved notable success in various international and national platforms. Some of the distinguished accolades include acceptance of paper at the prestigious UKSS International Conferences at St. Anne's College, Oxford University, UK, being recognized as the winner of the How to Teach Easily Accounting and Finance and Management competition organized by the University of Malaya, which is in Malaysia, a six-time recipient of Best Research Paper Awards, showcasing excellence in research with 4 awards in Mumbai in the year 2010, one in Punjab in the year 2011, and one in Rajasthan, securing the third prize in the International Case Study Competition, CIMA, in London back in 2010, receiving Outstanding Faculty Awards in 2012 and 2013 for MBA in UBI, Europe. Sir has also been honored as the Best Commerce Author and Best Researcher for the year 2013-14 by the Maharashtra State Commerce Association, Mumbai, earning the National Citizenship Gold Medal Award in 2014 by GEPR Tamil Nadu, India, being a recipient of the Rajiv Gandhi Gold Medal Award in 2014-15 by the Global Economic Progress and Research Association, New Delhi, garnering the Maharashtra State Level Mahatma Jyotiba Phule Excellent Teacher Award in 2015-16 by Shikshan Sanvedana, Kalyan, Maharashtra, receiving the Maharashtra Guru Gaurav Award in 2016-17 for outstanding contribution in the field of education by Global Human Research and Welfare Society and College Times, Thane, achieving the Maharashtra State with the Swami Vivekananda Human Service Award at the All India Talent Conference in Vasco, Goa 2018-19, receiving the Community Leader Award by PWD Department, Government of Maharashtra, MMB Department, and CSI Global, Mumbai. We are truly privileged to have such an accomplished individual sharing their insights with us today. This extensive and diverse educational background, coupled with real-world experience, makes our resource person a valuable asset and a trust expert in this field. We are fortunate to have him share his knowledge and insight with us today. Now I request Dr. Nishikant Sir to start with the FDP.
Thank you, Pooja. And I'm also thankful to your college higher authorities for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much for wonderful introduction of mine, but it was little lengthy. No worries, because
We
that
welcome
will
you.
require little time for me to, go little faster pace for the participant, because when such kind of introductory speech is there, then expectation is also very high. Let me see how much I'm going to achieve to their expectation. But I'll request all of them if they will be very active on message, through message, it will be really very interesting session for all of them. Let me ask why can my the screen is visible to you all?
Yes, sir. Your screen
Yes,
is
sir. Yes.
visible.
So let me take this disclaimer first of all, because whatever I'm showing, and it is to be recorded on electronic mode. So it is purely my individual opinion about anything, and it is nothing to do with my institution where I'm working as a vice principal, Thakur College of Science and Commerce, and also University of Mumbai, where I am working in different capacity. Wherever the facts, figures, and certain graphical presentation is used, their due resources has been appropriate placed there in that slide itself. Thank you very much, and it belongs to original owner only. Uh, let me ask a very simple question from all of you. What exactly the meaning of research? What do you mean by research, my dear participant? You can put your answer through messages quickly, because my objective is not to discuss much on research, but it is very much important how to do the research. That's more important. To search a knowledge, very good. Thank you, Asya ma'am. Hafiza, to search once again. Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay. Well, the what you both are saying is to some extent very correct. Detailed and careful study by Sabina ma'am, Meena, new things to be searched, detailed and careful study of something. Okay, fine. The word if has been divided in two different words, re and search. I think we'll get the actual meaning of it. Of course, the new thing is becoming outdated. Let us take an example of our, mobile phone itself, which we use most of the time. Okay, where you'll find the research is continuous process. If we'll take an example of iPhone or Apple or Samsung, they are, today market leader and having lot of share because they are searching again and again. And every, iPhone 10, 15, 16, 13, 13 Pro, and whatever the, different models they launch into the market, they have little different or something which is resolving the problem of the mobile user. So if we'll search again and again, and it is never ending story. I mean, to be very honest, this will never end. Okay. So basically research goes like this: what to search, why to search, and I'm going to discuss about how to search. Okay. Now, in this entire process of research, how is very important, because most of the time I found, uh, researcher or research scholar does error over here only because they don't know how to do the research. They do the research many a times. They know the answers also why they are doing the research. Honestly speaking, if I'll take few of you any example, first, I will suppose, let me take the example of whether the Indian economy is going to be uh, will be a growing economy or will not be a growing economy. So I will get the answer very quickly, whether Indian economy will be the growing economy or not. Can I have your answer? Quickly. Yes. The answer is yes. So I know the outcome of it. Then this is not called how to do the research. The how to do the research is a bit different, where the answer of the outcome should come only when we will test our hypothesis or apply our statistical tool, and finally we get the outcome of it, whether p-value and different things which we are going to learn today little in detail. Okay. Now, why this research is required? Why research is required? I hope since last 2 days, 2 or 3 days, we must be doing this by different, you know, delegates and speakers. Why the research is required? The very simple answer is here. Today, we think or we want and we see that India for innovation, okay, okay, innovation is also important, but you must be knowing India wanted to be the, uh, today it is fifth largest economy. Now they wanted to project themselves as third largest economy. How it is going to possible? It is going to possible only when we will do the research. And that's the reason, yes, transformation of technology, more information, very correct. Okay. But until unless we'll do the research, we do not think that we will be in a position to be as a largest economy or top 3 economy of the world. Well, when the research has been explained in a different modes and method, they are very complex in nature. Okay. But when we take research, I always take it research as an example of making movie. Okay. Is any other resource person has taken up this with example of movie making? Particularly Poonam. She has explained this research through an example of making movie. Anyone? She was your first or second days. Okay, if she has done it, then it will be a repetition. Otherwise, just tell me if you want to make a movie, what all you require? What all you require? If you want to make a movie, script, very correct, or thank you. Uh, Finance, actor, resources, camera, film, director, script. Very good. Thank you, Rohini, Meena, those who are participating. Thank you very much. Yes, if we will understand research like this, we find it is not our job. And why we should do? I mean, chalo, for someone who is in teaching fraternity, they will think, okay, for our cash, it is important. And now the government is also very clever. They have incorporated research in undergraduate level also. And forget about undergraduate. Now they are taking it in school level also. So then they understand the logic of it. And that's the reason they are putting it into the very basic level so that the growth prospect is feasible and possible, and then only we can think that we will be the third largest economy in one day. Now let us understand with this example. Whatever the idea you have or the problem what you have, okay, uh, of movie will be nothing but the title of your research paper or research subject or PhD topic or MPhil topic. Whatever the script you are talking about is nothing but the review of literature. Now, I'll teach you even the review of literature, the people what does. They most of the time is misleading themselves. They just copy and paste. That is not called review of literature. Review of literature, you literally go to that literature and try to understand what was their title, what was the objective, what were the different objective and different hypotheses they have framed, so on and so forth. And then an analytical form, in tabular form, you make those kind of reviews for your understanding. And finally, only the descriptive kind of literature review should be put in your PhD thesis or any kind of research work. Producer is to be considered as just research guide. You do not expect much from your research guide. They will just sign on your thesis. Most of the work is done by the director, and director is nothing but the research scholar. You yourself, you know why the topic has been taken, what was the reason. Actors are nothing but variables. You must have seen it. It varies from movie to movie. In some actor, in some movie is doing as a comic role. In another movie, they are doing as a lead role or a kind of. So similarly, our variables today we will understand in details. And amenities is nothing but research design. Location is nothing but research area. Marketing is nothing but presenting the paper. Distribution, for whom you are doing the research, whether company, society, or government at large. Here, the role of censor board is nothing but RRC and DRC, who takes care whether the title is proper or not, whether the objective and hypothesis has been taken properly or not, and finally, whether degree to be awarded or not. So I feel rather than taking this into consideration, if we will understand with an example of making movie, we'll understand research in a better way and easier way, and we will be in a position to percolate to the UG learner also or school learner also in an appropriate manner. Wherever you feel is important, you can take a screenshot of those PPT. There is no harm. So is it done with you all? Can I proceed further? Thank you, Bijal. Thank you. Now, research is of three types. If you'll take in the time frame, it will be of four different types of research: exploratory research, descriptive research, experimental research, and historical research. Let me make it very clear. If you are from commerce, management, humanities, then you are most of the time is in this frame, this type of research, descriptive research. Exploratory research is the research which is done for the first time. Like they must have done a lot of research to decide whether the entire day will be divided into 24 hours, or each hours will have 60 minutes, or each minute will have 60 seconds. It would not have been very easy task. And then finally we have invented watch. So those things which has been done for the first time, it is known as exploratory research. When it is on the base of review of literature and we are doing certain kind of research, it is known as descriptive research, where we do the survey, we go for different kind of statistical tool, and when we do the experimental, uh, I mean, I mean, most of the time we think that primary survey is the best way, but that is not the case. Here I am telling you in descriptive research or in experimental research, we actually going to check what are the different effect is happening on the respondent. So in experimental, what basically, and that's the reason it takes time. You must have seen with lot of pressure, even when the research used to take place in COVID for getting the vaccine, it took almost a year to invent that vaccine, to have the trial 1, trial 2, trial 3. So it always takes time. Okay. And they always use the paired t-test. They put the same kind of treatment on the same sample, and they try to see what are the different kind of outcomes coming on those experiment which has been taken place. Historical research is such kind of research on which we do after the event has been already done. So most of the historical or archaeological or geographical or literature research which are in historical form. Suppose someone is doing the research on Kotak roll. I mean, there was a camera roll. That is a history now. Nobody is using that things. So, or telephone. Now everyone is using the mobile phone. Okay. And Nokia phone, which has been market leader once upon a time, is historical research now. So these are the different types of research. I just making a base so that it will be easy for us to start how to do the research. So basically research has this parameters. First and foremost, we need to define the problem of research, which has been taken care by the different speakers earlier. Then review. I feel this is the very, very, very important aspect in entire research process. From review only we can formulate the hypothesis. Today we are going to have this discussion. Okay, research design, data collection, analyzing the data, etc. And once this is the heart of research. If this is not done, 4, 5, and 6, your research has no meaning, no value. Okay, and then finally, this is just a last kind of things which based on all this, you have to interpret your report and prepare and present your report. Honestly speaking, there are many tools and techniques which are available for data analysis, but the biggest problem is which tools to be used. Okay, and why such kind of tools to be used is the most important thing which I expect and which I should discuss, and which I felt over a period of time of 25 of year of my teaching, learning, and research experience is very much needed for the learners, for the researcher rather. Now let us understand first aspect on this different types of variable. Okay. Tell me, what exactly you know about the variables? Most of you are going to tell me the same answer. And why they are variables? क्यों वो वेरिएबल कहलाते हैं? आपके हिसाब से वेरिएबल कितने टाइप के होते हैं? So it took me half an hour to reach to what exactly I wanted to teach. 2, yes, I was expecting this answer. Most of the time, yes, dependent and independent. Very good, very good. Most of the time, whether it is Shyam, Meena, Ranjita, Bhavika, Sangeeta, सबको ये पता है कि दो टाइप के वेरिएबल होते हैं. Okay, let us understand which are given by them also dependent and independent. बता सकते हैं कि कैसे we can identify any dependent variable or independent variable. Let us take an example of age and height. एज एक वेरिएबल है, एंड हाइट। मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूं वेरिएबल है? क्योंकि ये चेंज होता है। ओके, नाउ लेट मी एक्सप्लेन। फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट, रिसर्च उसी चीज का होगा। रिसर्च विल बी डन ओनली व्हेन देयर इज अ वेरिएशन। अगर स्टैटिक है, लेट मी फर्स्ट एक्सप्लेन दिस एस्पेक्ट। कोई भी चीज अगर स्टैटिक है या कांस्टेंट है, देन उस पर रिसर्च नहीं होगा। द बेस्ट एग्जांपल, सन राइज फ्रॉम ईस्ट। कोई रिसर्च करेगा क्या इस पे? सन इज राइजिंग फ्रॉम ईस्ट और सनसेट इज इन वेस्ट। डू यू थिंक देयर विल बी एनी रिसर्च? हाँ, सनसेट पे कोई रिसर्च करेगा? But daily you must have seen the research outcome comes that in Kolaba the average temperature was this much in Mumbai, and in Santa Cruz the average temperature is this much. Are you getting what I mean to say? समझ में आ रहा है क्यों हम लोग टेम्परेचर की बात करते हैं? Why? Because temperature is variable in nature. Are you understanding? So we will do the research when there is a variability. Okay, जब वेरिएशन रहेगा तो जो फैक्ट है, जो कांस्टेंट है, या जिसके कंटेक्स्ट में रिसर्च कर रहे, then we will not take them. Okay, so the research will be done only when there is a variation. Like we have taken two variables. One is age and height. Age is also varying 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 10 year, 12 years. Okay. Similarly, height is also varying 1 foot, 2 foot, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? So when there is a variation in age and height, they are known as variable. Now let us understand which one is variable on which. Age is dependent on height or height is dependent on age? Continuous कह सकते, but it varies. Yes, Bhavika. Yes, height is dependent on age. So it's easy for us to identify which is, I mean, your dependent and independent. Say, for example, now let me take some commercial example. Profit, sale. Profit and sale. Tell me then, which will be independent and which will be dependent? Thank you, Meena, Bhavika, and all those who are Sabina and all those who are participating. Thank you very much. Yes. Now, wait. What do you think? It's only the age which will affect the height of a human being. It's only the age. Or what do you think? It's only the sales which will impact the profit. Let us take one by one. Here we do the mistakes. Are you understanding what is my basic question over here? See, you said age and height, right? Height will be dependent on Komal for you, okay? Height will be dependent on age. So is it only age which will affect my height, or will there be other aspect also? Thank you, Bhavika. So this is where most of the researchers do errors. Most of the researcher, I'm telling you, they do not consider other aspect. Yes, yes, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Right? It's also gender which will impact the height. Very good. Yes, now Komal understood. Thank you very much. It's even the cost will impact the profit. It is even the frequency of sale which will impact the profit. It also depends area where we are selling the product will impact the profit. It also depends the product which will impact the profit. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Thank you, Komal, Sabina, and all. Rakshana, Bhavika. Thank you very much. So here, most of the people must have studied in their economics. Thank you, Mona and all. Sheikh, Asma and all. Thank you very much. We always forget which we have studied in economics, where the great economist has said, if other factor remain constant, then whatever I am saying is correct. Which we never take while doing our research. While doing our research, we never consider them. So what you have said is very correct. Okay, you easily identified age and height. Age, you said it is independent. Height is dependent on age. And similarly, we have taken the commercial uh, uh, example also, that was profit and sales. But there are certain controlled variable. Like someone has said, it's gender also which affects the height. What other aspect which will affect the heights of a human being other than age? Other than age, what other factor will affect the height of a human being? Yes, I started getting answer. Hereditary, I mean genetic. Okay. Growth, heredity. Okay. Thank you. Then what else? Bus. Country, I mean area. I mean to say, Fatima, you are talking about area. Location. Like hilly region, you'll find little. Okay. Healthy what? Healthy what? Komal. Healthy means what? Yes, Bhavika. Food. Okay. So you must have seen one example, one advertisement where the example of it is Complan, or yes, Complan and Horlicks, or some kind of food product, where they are claiming, if I'm a Complan boy or I'm a Complan girl, a kind of, if I will take that kind of food substance, I'll grow faster. How they must have done the research? How they must have done the research? And finally, they got this, okay, growth effect on diet. What? How? So here my role starts. Okay, what I wanted to discuss, which most of us, being the researcher, ignored. We never take other aspect constant, not only the DNA. So what they must have, and they are doing actually before putting such kind of advertisement, they do this research on twins. Again, twins of same gender. And it twins of boy or twins of girls. I'm again very clear. Gender भी अलग नहीं होना चाहिए. Am I clear? ऐसे randomly they cannot take the sample. So what they will do? They will take the twins. Once they have taken, thank you Fatima. Once they have taken the twins, तो उन्होंने क्या करा? They try to make other variables constant. That means genetic they have taken into consideration because they are from the same gender. Okay, same parent. Gender wise they have taken as they have taken the twins. Area they have considered, and now in this two sample they will give one a particular child the food supplement of your Complan or whatever I have given, Boost or Horlicks, and other child they'll give other normal food, and then they will see the growth amongst them. And it's not one, they have to take the several number of kids, and finally it goes to the laboratory, and finally in laboratory they will going to certify it. Yes, it has been seen that the child who has taken the supplement of Boost or Complan, their growth is substantially height is substantially large. I mean the heighted as compared to others who have not taken those food supplements. Have you understood? This we never do in our research work. What we do, we take the title, we frame the objective, we make the questionnaire, we send the questionnaire, we think that primary data is the best data because someone has told us. And today I'll take many other aspects also, which are very critical and very important for us to learn. I'm telling you the primary data is disastrous data, dangerous data. I never have a faith on primary data. You also try once. You take the questionnaire, do the primary survey, and after a few days, with the same questionnaire, go to the same respondent. With the same questionnaire, try to see their responses. Are you going to get the same answer? Genuinely tell me. Thank you, Komal. So understood? So then primary data is most dangerous data. Rather, secondary data is the fixed data, which never changes. Yes, let us take an example. The secondary data from companies' annual report I have taken, and I found that 50 lakhs is a profit. Is it going to change? That's the secondary data. So I rely most of the time on the secondary data. Is that never change? Primary is very, very, actual outcome never comes. Thank you, Meena, Savina, Fatima, Rohini, Komal. So I think two aspects you must have understood. Okay, it's not only dependent, independent. Let us talk few other variable also. I hope now variable aspect is clear to you all. Is it clear? And we should do research only when the things are on variable. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So now, yeah, thank you very much. So it is dependent and independent, which we have learned in detail. Then now we'll be learning that just now I have asked one question from you all, that government or we said that Indian economy is a growing economy. Is it only the Indian aspect which will impact? The answer is no. Even the external aspect will very much going to impact. Today, Chinese economy is declining. That's the reason Indian economy is growing. Today, Russian economy is declining. That's the reason Indian economy is growing up. Yes or no? Do you agree with me or not? Okay, so that called external factor, external variable, which will impact our research. Okay, I think within us, it is controlled variable. I have given a best example to understand it. Yes or no? That's also very important for us. Then let us understand mediator and moderator. Mediator and moderator. Okay. Now, what do you mean by mediator and moderator? So now I think you must be clear with DV means dependent variable, IDV means independent variable. So now let us understand that mediator part, okay, which can be count again. I'll explain it to you in different way. When it goes, when it is to be a metric data and non-metric data, we will discuss. So when we'll count, okay, it's not any experience, high or low. It will be in number, okay. So how many times we will visit a restaurant is purely going to depends. Yeah, absolutely correct. Relationship between independent and dependent. Yes. So how many times I'm going to visit the restaurant is going to depends upon quality of food. The quality of food is a dependent variable when it comes to visiting the restaurant is concern. But the satisfaction level of mine on that day will depends upon quality of food. So quality of food is having both the feature into it. In one aspect, when we will compare with visit of restaurant is dependent variable, and other aspect it is independent variable. Okay, now let me explain with our the basic example. What we had, sales. I think it is thoda complicated and profit. Okay, sales and profit. I think this here we got the answer. And third one is sales commission. Sales commission. Now I've given three things: sales, profit, and sales commission. Tell me, in one objective, okay, when we see the relationship between sales and profit, which is in number, suppose 5 lakh, the profit is 2 lakh, 10 lakh, profit is 6 lakh. It's kind of gradual growth. At that point of time, sales is independent variable and profit is dependent variable. Yes or no? Yes or no? Between sales and profit. You got me the answer earlier also. Thank you, Bhavika, Sabina, Komal, Poonam. Thank you. But now, salesman's commission or sales commission will be dependent on what? Between? No. Will depends on profit. Suppose if I have given on profit, right? It is profit based. Yes, 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 Rakshana. Okay, not on sales. Okay, salesman commission on profit. So now the profit in one aspect is dependent, and another case in another objective, profit will be independent. Understood? Understood with the sales and profit ka example. Thank you, Poonam, Asma. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you, Rakshana, Sabina, Bhavika. Thank you very much. So that is what is explained over here is mediator. Moderator is what? When we take it up in high, low, moderate, not in numbers, like stress, performance of labor, level, and gender. It impact more of gender, I mean male, female. Okay, then this is most of the time in psychological research we use mediator and moderator. Now I think things are clear. Dependent, independent, external control is very, very important, which we should learn. And here only there was little question of I mean numbers, and this comes. So let me take you that understanding also. Very important, which we should learn. Is my screen of Excel is visible to you all? So when it comes as gender, male, female, or when you are asking whether you are UG, PG and all, okay, these are called nominal data, or these are called ordinal data, okay, or these are called interval data, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and all. And like suppose if you have got the income in 1000, 100, then it is called ratio data, real data. Okay. So I'm going to use several times. These data is known as non-metric data. क्या लिखा है? These data will be known as non-metric data. Whereas if it is given in numbers, it will be a metric data. याद रहेगा? I'm going to use several times. Say for example, just now only we had in our discussion. So restaurant quality of food satisfaction level, or profit, salesman commission, and what it was, your sales profit and commission based on profit. Was it metric or non-metric data? Metric data are those data on which you can draw the histogram and normality curve. See, I'm telling you, you have to understand this aspect very, very crucially, because from here only the logic of parametric test and non-parametric test will come. Okay, parametric test will apply only and only on metric data. We can never apply the parametric test on non-metric data. Are you aware of this fact or not? Was it explained before to you all? Tell me genuinely. Was it explained before? Most of the time, the answer is no. Okay. So from this only, we got the framing of parametric test and non-parametric test. We'll learn slowly and gradually. As much as I can teach, I'll definitely try to take it up in proper manner so that you can understand before application. If you'll understood, then there are several tools I have just now explained. Even the best way, I always used my Excel for having all kind of tests. You do not have to learn so many, different statistical tool. Okay, for data analysis, not required. But what to apply, when to apply, why to apply is very important. That's the reason we have understood so all nominal and ordinal data, you will take it as non-metric data, whereas real, ratio and interval is metric data. Is it clear to you all? Okay, we'll understand with an examples also, slowly, gradually. Okay, thank you. Now let us go to variable. You have cleared. Concept of variable is clear to you all. Now I'll ask the concept of univariate, bivariate, and multivariate. What do you mean by that? Then only the concept of data analysis will come. What do we mean by univariate, bivariate, and multivariate? Very good answer. One, two, or more than two variables. Thank you, Minaji. Okay. Can you illustrate? Can you illustrate? So try to understand. I have already discussed with you metric, non-metric part. I have already discussed with you based on that parametric and non-parametric things will come. Okay. Income is single variable. Okay, fine. Now let me take with our own example, today's example. Let me see your answer. Okay. Just give me marks of today's session, which is going on between 1 to 10. 1 to 1 to 10. See, the title of my research is the satisfaction level of today's RM lecture. Title of research is satisfaction level of today's RM lecture. So I can take the data in two different ways. नहीं, हम लोग पहले यूनिवेरिएट देख रहे हैं. Now we will be first going to learn univariate. Satisfaction level of today's okay. You evaluate, give me marks between 1 to 10. Quickly. One to 10. 6. Quick. Only one answer will not be going to help me. 7, 5, okay. Okay. 7. Thank you, Trupti, Rakshana, Meena, Dhanraj. See, I want little interactive, then only you will understand in proper manner. Komal, Rohini. Okay. So, on an average, what? Okay, fine. Okay, this is one kind of way through which I can collect the data. The another way, and this is known as am I right? Am I right? Metric data. Second way, I'm asking whether you are satisfied or not. Just get me the answer in yes or no. Y means yes, N means no. Just put your answer in yes or no. Yes, 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 yes. Poonam's, Rakshanda, then Trupti, Sabri, thank you. Asma. So, try to understand. Umesh, thank you very much. Now, many a times there is again misconception that if we will use the parametric tools, my research will be better. Or if I am not using the non-parametric tools, that is better. This is all myth. This is not reality. So just now I have asked the question in yes or no, or I have asked with giving the marks. So when I have asked in yes or no, then also outcome was the same. These many percentage of, I have just taken that sample size in earlier RM session. So I found that these many learners were in, or the participant said no. These many participant said yes. So I have taken just a count and I can give the outcome that average learner or average participant has satisfied with today's session. Or if I'm taking out of marks, or I'm taking in a 5 scale, Likert scale, 5 is highest, right? Highest satisfaction, neutral, dissatisfaction, highest dissatisfaction. Then also it is not going to change. My outcome is going to change. Tell me, dear participant, is it going to change your outcome? Whether you have taken Likert scale or you have taken nominal data or ordinal data. The final outcome of the research will be different. Tell me yes or no. What changes you found? Tell me. Was it different? Was it different? Think and tell me how it was different. How it was different. No, forget. Sample was the same. See, I have taken you people as a sample. From you, few participant has given me the answer. Those were my sample. And it was random because the participant who were attentive, they have given me the answer. Okay, fine. There were no random, pure, unbiased random sampling it was. The second thing, what I am telling you, whether I have collected the data with marks or the collection of the data with yes or no, the outcome got changed or not. What was the objective of research? Whether the session is good or not. That is what I was expecting, Meena ma'am. There was no change. So if suppose some statistical people is saying this is good or this is bad, or you go for parametric test, don't take such kind of things in your research work. Whatever you feel is the best, take that kind of way for collecting your data. Outcome will never change. I promise to you, it will always going to give you the same result. Whether you are applying Likert scale, whether you are taking in, metric form, whether you are taking it in ordinal form, non-metric form. Is that clear now? Understood? Can we proceed further? So that was, so in my title, we have taken the research now. What was the title? What was the title? Satisfaction level of today's RM session. Tell me in this, what is variable? You have got the answer. What is variable in this? Satisfaction level. Is other things is variable? The answer is no. So that is why it is known as univariate. Thank you, Veera ma'am. Thank you, very good. Thank you very much. So it is known as univariate. Now keep all these things in your notebook. This all is going to be very, very useful. What I told, this is now univariate. Okay. Now if I am taking this RM session and tax, which I have not taught, but suppose if I would have taken taxation also, then it would have considered as bivariate. और अगर और दो तीन subject मैंने if I would have added, then it would have considered as multivariate. I hope now things are clear. Uni, bi, and multi is clear to you all. Rest all are context. They are not variable. RM is context. Today is context. They are not variable. Variable was only one thing. What was the satisfaction level? Whereby some of you gave me 8, 7, 6, 5, that kind of marks. That was varies from participant to participant. Understood, everyone? So then we are ready with this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Archana, Mona. Thank you very much. So we have understood the univariate concept. We have understood the bivariate concept. We have also understood the multivariate concept. Okay. Once these things are clear, then the next thing will come. How to evaluate this research? How to evaluate this research? Okay. So the best tool of statistics which we have learned to evaluate the univariate data was mean, median, and mode. Now, most of the time, unfortunately, we don't know how and where to apply mean, how and where to apply mode, and how and where to apply median. Now, let us take an example. Suppose I am going to ask one question from all of you. This is the hypothesis. Okay. The hypothesis is something like this. H1, the average height of FY UG learners age 5 feet. ओके, ये मेरा हाइपोथेसिस है. ओके, 5.5 feet. Now tell me. थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू. अभी और मजा आएगा महेश जी, अभी आगे आगे जाइए. जस्ट मुझे थोड़ा मौका दीजिए. आप लोग सब ऑर्गेनाइजर को थैंक्स बोलेंगे. Now, average height of your F5 UG learner is, this is my hypothesis. I have just assumed and I told you. Now, how you are going to verify? First and foremost, I am going to check whether it is univariate, bivariate or multivariate. Tell me. Tell me. इसमें वेरिएशन क्या है? क्या क्या बाय में क्या क्या है? बाय वेरिएट में क्या क्या, दो वेरिएबल क्या क्या है? टेल मी. मैंने ऐसा बोला है मेल फीमेल? रीड दिस ऑब्जेक्टिव वेरी केयरफुली. अरे हाइट एंड फीट इज नॉट वेरिएबल यार. अरे कहा जा रहे हो तुम लोग? अरे इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. सी, वो टैक्स वाला भूल जाओ अभी. नाउ आई हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड. दैट वाज ओनली टू अंडरस्टैंड यूनिवेरिएट, बाइवेरिएट एंड मल्टीवेरिएट कंसेप्ट. माय क्वेश्चन इज दिस. नाउ अभी मैं ऑब्जेक्टिव से हाइपोथेसिस पे आ गया. मैंने आपको बोला कि योर क्लास का एवरेज हाइट इज 5.5 फीट. अब क्या करोगे आप, बीइंग द रिसर्चर? अभी पहले आप क्या ढूंढोगे? भाई इस ऑब्जेक्टिव में वेरिएबल कितना है? व्हाट, हाउ मेनी वेरिएबल्स वी हैव? ओनली वन वेरिएबल डियर लर्नर्स. अभी अभी आपको अंडरस्टैंड हुआ, ओनली वन. सो ये ऑब्जेक्टिव यूनिवेरिएट ऑब्जेक्टिव है. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. यही नहीं आता है पब्लिक को, एंड इसी में अनोवा लगाते हैं और हम उनको रिजेक्ट करके भेज देते हैं. अनोवा लग ही नहीं सकता इसमें. हम पूरे स्टेटमेंट को रीड करेंगे एंड विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड अमंग्स ऑल व्हाट इज वेरिएबल. अमंग्स ऑल व्हाट इज वेरिएबल. You took time, but finally you got me the right answer. It's univariate. Absolutely correct. That's height. Now, tell me, if the height is variable, how you are going to, I mean, accept the hypothesis or reject the hypothesis? What you will do? So again, what you will have to do, like you have to go to the classroom. You need not have to buy ASCII roll number 2, 4, 6, ऐसा नहीं. You take all 100 learner का roll number, randomly pick up any 10 or 20. Choice is yours. That is called random sampling. It might be roll number 6, 7. It might be roll number 33. It might be roll number 67. Anything may come. That is called unbiased random sampling. Understood? Then out of those sample, what you going to do further? You are going to take their heights. Some may come at 5.2 inch. Some may come with 5.5 inch. Some may come with 5.10 inch. Some may come with 6 inch. Yes or no? Tell me yes or no. These are different respondent, I mean different sample and their responses. We are going to take. Now tell me, this is metric data or non-metric data? Absolutely correct. तो अभी नाउ आपको समझ में आ रहा है. अभी हम इस पे मैट्रिक टूल्स ही लगाएंगे. Now we are going to apply only metric का tool. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Okay. Now what tools of metric to be applied? So we have learned many statistical tools. Those were mean, median, mode. Tell me what to be applied and why. Quickly. Amreen, mean or mode? Abbas. Ashia ma'am, yes, yes, to some extent. Can you tell me why? Mode, Supriya, I was expecting this answer. Very good. So the problem what we are not doing all this because how we have learned this statistical tool in our college days? Mean formula is summation of x upon summation of n mode average number which is highest to be, and they used to give us the detail. We used to apply those things. We used to give them the answer. Yes or no? Tell me yes or no. That was the wrong way to understand the statistics, particularly when you are applying into the research. Now I'll teach you how to apply this measurement of central tendency. I think I got the right answer from Ashia ma'am. She told mean. Yes, we are going to take their average. Summation of x सबका height का total divided by summation of number of learners. We'll get the average height. That I'm going to compare with my hypothesis, whether it is coming 5.5 reasonably, if it is equivalent, whether it is within 5% range to be accepted or to be rejected. This is the basics. And we go for blah, blah, so many dangerous words. And ultimately we confuse and we surrender. Baba, the research is not my cup of tea. Now, my next question is, for the same batch, average age, fraction is not allowed, is 18. Now what you will do? अगर मैंने बोल दिया एवरेज एज 18 साल है तो आप क्या करेंगे? कांस्टेंट एंड नल नहीं. I'm giving you na some वापस वही you will do the random sampling. You'll ask them, beta, what is your age, and you'll take the data. Now tell me what you are going to apply, mean, median, or mode. What measurement of central tendency you are going to use, mean, median, or mode? Mean, median, or mode? Mean, median, or mode? The right answer is mode. The highest mode only. Mode. Highest number of learner, whatever the age they will tell, will be my measurement of central tendency. This is what I am here today. We don't know basics also of statistics, how to apply and where to apply, and why to apply rather. Third example, if I'm asking, suppose today market share of Tata's, market price of Tata's share was 200 points up, then again went down to 400 point, again gone to 350 point, again down for 150 point. In such cases, what you are going to apply? Yes. So Veera has got me all the right answer. A big clap for her. So now this is what we need to learn, the statistics and statistical tool to apply for different type of research. What do you have to understand? First, try to understand how many variables are there. Okay. Now let me take you to my slides. First, what you have to check, how many variables are there, whether it is univariate, bivariate, or multivariate. Until unless it is multivariate, till then you cannot use ANOVA. If it is univariate, you have to deal with here only, mean median mode. Okay. And if it is bivariate, then only regression and correlation comes. Okay. Now, I'll give you another example. This is what we have done. Suppose the score of four batsmen has been given to me. Okay, or three batsmen is given to me. Is not. This is what. Okay, this is Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Rishabh Pant था. अभी कोई चेंज कर दो इसका नाम. अभी कौन है ऐसा? हार्दिक पांड्या. Okay. So I have got this kind of score in their IPL. Virat Kohli was consistent 50-50-50. I got the total 200. Rohit Sharma was also consistent 65-45-45-65. Or let me take 35 and 75 also chalega. Okay. Total is again 200. Average is again 50. अब क्या करेंगे? अब यहां पे क्या अप्लाई करेंगे बताइए? सब में एवरेज 50 आ रहा है. What to do? In such cases, my concept of measurement of central tendency is not going to help us. We have to go for measurement of dispersion. That's the reason we were getting mean deviation from mean deviation from median, mean deviation from mode. याद है? याद तो है लेकिन कभी अप्लाई नहीं किया अपन ने. Yes or no? So I hope now you understood the logic of it. Where, in which kind of data, how it is going to be applied. Okay. If suppose the data is just basic, you know what you have seen in the case of height, age, or in the case of your age, then in that scenario you have to apply mode, you have to apply mean, you have to apply median. But if the average is coming constant, then you cannot use only measurement of central tendency. You have to go for measurement of dispersion also. And then finally you have to see from the average how much it is deviating. And that will be your measurement of dispersion from mean deviation or standard deviation. But again, these all will be applicable for univariate data, not on bivariate data or neither on multivariate data. Is this clear to you all? So in we'll learn covariation regression later on, but this also you have to understand. Nominal, ordinal, we have understood. Interval data also we have understood. Now this is very important table for you all. If your data is non-metric, then the tools what you are going to use for testing your thing is either count or percentage, what we did today. I have asked the question whether you are satisfied in today's session or not. You have got me the answer. Yes, no, total. We got the count or percentage. Is this visible to you all? Is this visible to you all? Oh, sorry. Now is it visible? We are dealing with this table of ours. If the data is non-metric, I told you that's the beginning. You have to identify whether it is univariate, bivariate, and multivariate. Then you have to identify whether it is metric and non-metric, and then only the statistical tool going to be help you. Then only you are going to learn how the data analysis can be proceeded further. Is that clear? So univariate, like I have given you the example also. Satisfaction level of RM lecture. So what we did, there is, yeah, Excel also. I'll show you Excel also. Excel also I have taken the same thing. The data was non-metric. I have asked the question in yes or no. Learner has given me this. I have taken their counts. These were the counts. Either I can get the answer. I mean 96 out of 120 has given yes. That means it is satisfactory session. Okay. Or max to max I can get their percentage. And for that you need not require Nishikant sir. You go to the formula, put the formula, write statistical, get the percentage, automatically you'll get the answer. You need not require my assistance at all. Or any, person to whom you actually outsource your research, not required. Everything you can do it through Excel. Everything, all kind of research work. Okay, next one was metric data. The next one again, one variable only, but you have taken in metric. So what you can do, two things you can do. Either you can take the total and you can use the t-test also. Okay, and that will give you the answer. These are metric data and these are non-metric data. Clear? Eh? The same thing I have explained here also. Just take down this part also, then we'll go for if there is a bivariate analysis. Not visible? See, I have explained it to you two things. One here, now we are going for which kind of data, what kind of tools are to be utilized. So first we need to check whether it is univariate, bivariate or multivariate. Okay. And for them, what kind of tools to be utilized here? Either you can do the count or you can take their percentage. This thing I have explained through Excel also. This was the data, count and percentage. Now let us understand with metric data. There you can get their means. So here you can calculate their average mean also. जैसे मैंने बच्चों का एवरेज हाइट पूछा था, आप उसका मीन निकाल सकते हैं. उसके लिए भी अगेन आपको निशिकांत सर की जरूरत नहीं है. यू कैन जस्ट कैलकुलेट. Average from year to year. इसका एवरेज करेंगे, you'll get the answer. Both the function they are not taking. I don't know why it is not happening, but it should happen. I am just using my college computer lab, I mean PC. I don't know. In my things, it is, very effectively used. I mean, this is very simple kind of Excel tools which we can use and we can apply. So if we'll take this average through the formula given, you can easily get their answers. Okay. So here we were. If it is univariate, you can take the t-test, or but if the data is bivariate, then what you will do? Then you will have to apply this table. Okay. Here in statistical tool, I have not given in details, but here in PowerPoint presentation, I have given the example also. If suppose metric data is dependent variable, okay, one variable, and even independent variable is also metric data. Okay. Like say, for example, if I want to know the relationship between sales and advertisement expenses. Now tell me, if I want to see the relationship between sales and advertisement expenditure, this will be which kind of, variable? How many variables are there? Sales and advertisement expenditure. How many variables will find? Understood? So by seeing the objective of research only, you can identify whether it is univariate, whether it is bivariate, whether it is multivariate research. Once you have identified those univariate, bivariate, and multivariate research, then the work of different statistical tool, application of different statistical tool will start. Whether I should use only the count, or I should use only the percentage, or we can go for mean, or I can use the t-test, so on and so forth. Okay. So in bivariate, if the dependent variable is metric, independent variable is also metric, then you have to use simple regression, a plus bx. You know, when we see at what age, what would be the height. So अभी अगर आप पीडियाट्रिशियन के पास जाओगे, एंड अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू, इसके लिए आपको कोई बहुत बड़ा स्टैटिस्टिकल टूल यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है. मैं खुद से सारे टूल्स I have used through simple Excel, including descriptive analysis, t-test, right? Unpaired t-test, paired t-test, cross tabulation, chi-square, ANOVA single factor, ANOVA multi-factor, correlation and regression. Everything can be used and can be calculated easily from Excel. You need not have to use any other tool, or I mean statistical tool, which I have mentioned here. There were so many softwares. क्या मैंने बोला है ना, उसमें मैं जो use करता, what I am using is Microsoft Excel. Because other SPSS again I use for certain kind of research where my Excel gets, and but basic research for UG learner or till even PG learner, if you can use whether it is metric data or non-metric data, this Excel is quite sufficient, whereby you can use both kind of whether metric or parametric test, both kind of things can be tested through Excel sheet, Excel software. Because if it is a parametric test, okay, one test also through Excel, Z test also through Excel, two sample if it is, then Z test or T test or pair T test, chi-square. For in non-parametric, we use chi-square. Chi-square also can be easily, okay, used in Excel sheet easily. So you did not have to learn so many different software to, or you did not have to outsource your data for different kind of statistical tool to be utilized, whether R or SPSS. My few learners are also using R. These three I'm little equipped with, but rest all even I am not very much handy with of other, but they are very prominent statistical software which are used for data analysis. But before utilizing, suppose you have a car, but until unless you know how to drive a car, it is of no use. So today what I have explained you on which data, which kind of tools to be used, what kind of statistical tools is going to be utilized is very much important. Where we do lot of error, we don't know. If suppose this like today also, almost all of you did error, where to apply mean, where to apply mode, where to apply median, or if suppose average is coming, whether it is going to come under measurement of central tendency or measurement of dispersion, whether mean deviation from mean to be calculated or only mean deviation is going to be sufficient enough for our research analysis. That's very important. So we have completed this table, which is very vital. Then this table is also very, very important, where there is a bivariate. Again, try to understand. This is 4 different columns. So agar if your metric data is dependent variable, I've given you example also. Here there are 2 variables, right? Sales is variable and advertisement expenses is another variable. One is dependent, other is independent variable. Okay. If they are non-metric data, okay, non-metric means high or low, okay, and area suppose Mumbai, Pune, then these are logistic regression through which we can get the data. But suppose if there is a metric data which is dependent variable and non-metric data which is independent variable, then in that case we have to utilize hypothesis testing, and you will have to use t-test and f-test. Again, I'm telling you, please do not go anywhere for t-test and f-test. It can be easily performed in your Excel sheet. I did that. Any kind of data if you have, you can easily get their outcomes, their analysis through simple Excel tools. So this was univariate, this was bivariate. Now if there is a multivariate, is this clear to you all? So this is very important. Then this thing has been also explained through table. You can take this screenshot. These are very important aspects. In fact, this entire page was very, very vital, very important. Univariate. I've given you the example also. Non-metric data, metric data, bivariate. The same thing they have given. Again, multivariate. Here there are very lengthy table. It is there in 2 pages. Again, examples has been explained over here. But here in Excel sheet, it's in one go only. You will find which kind of tools to be used. Again, you'll have to check whether dependent variable is 1 or independent variable is 1 or more than 1. Dependent variable, whether it is metric or non-metric, or here all metric. Then you'll have to go for multiple regression or NV ANOVA or NV ANCOVA. These are the different tools. But I feel this is very high level. If required, then only. Otherwise, till here, you can do very effectively your research work. One more thing I would like to make to you all. This slide is the most important slide for all of you. Please take it up for use different kind of tools and technique for analyzing your research data. So let me remind once again what all we have learned today. First, we have learned why there is a need of research. What are the different time frame for research? Okay, then how to do the research. For how to do the research, we try to understand what kind of data we have. If such kind of data, like we try to understand, I mean to say whether it is a multivariate, bivariate, or univariate data it is. Then we understood the logic of metric and non-metric. We also understood the logic of variable, different types of variable, how it is being used in metric data and how it is being used in non-metric data. We also understood the external and controlled variable, which are very, very vital. And most of the time, learners did error. One more thing, thank you, Preeti ma'am. One more thing is very important, which the channel, please write down. Title should match with all the objective. Objective should match all the hypothesis. And hypothesis is going to give you what kind of different tools, hypothesis and your questionnaire is going to help you which kind of different tools and technique you are going to use in your research data process. Uh, Even how these data are, to be computed, or this all practice session is there on my website. If you'll go to my website, because today now the time is not permitting me, just put my name. अगर आप जाएंगे, you'll find everything over there. Almost मैंने first page तो लेके रखा है अपने लिए गूगल के पास से भी. It will always going to show me my contribution to the society at large. So within 2 years, thank you everyone. So even this statistical tool, how it is going to be performed, will go to my website and my YouTube channel. Every details in different section, because in lockdown, I took several session on that. So almost 25 lakh 38,000 it is there, which consists all the books, all different important, website for research related data. And in bottom, if we'll go to my website, YouTube channel, you'll find the sessions related to RM. So I think it is 1 o'clock. Thank you. You need not have to take out and take these session, which is of financial accounting and taxation, but you can go to the session which I have taken on research methodology. Whatever I have explained it to you here, this all perform online, video recorded is there. Then again, it is very important how we should frame those hypotheses, how the outcome to be written. These are the generic error which we found in almost all the research, should not be repeated by at least the participant who have presented today. Now it's perfectly 1 o'clock. Thank you very much. It would not have been a fantastic session without the cooperation and support of you all. So thank you being a wonderful participant for today's session. In 2 hours, whatever I could, I tried my level best. Thank you, Veera ma'am, and Fatima, Sheikh, Supriya, Ganesh, Brijal. Thanks for your appreciation. Since morning only we were busy in taking session. But thank you very much. Again, I'm thankful to Majithia College for giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge. If you want anything in future, these are my contact details. Feel free to contact. And over to you, the organizer.
I request all the participants, if they have any query, they can post it in the chat box or they can unmute and ask.
That is not possible in 2 hour session. That will take another session, almost for 2 hours. One will be for parametric, other will be for non-parametric tools, how to be used in Excel. But again, it is there on my YouTube channel. Please go through. If still you have any doubt, please feel free. My email ID and everything is mentioned here. Please see here. Details are there. सब दिया हुआ है
So
वेबसाइट
there
पे
is
जाएंगे
one
तो भी
question
मिलेगा
in the chat box relating to secondary data.
secondary data. What can you Pooja, can you help me out? What is the question? I'm unable, so many. If you'll go to my website,
Only,
there you'll
it is
get the
only
YouTube
posted
channel.
as secondary data, nothing else.
Acha, acha. I prefer secondary data because there is no variation. Primary data, as you yourself said, there is changes in their statement, so that the outcome is not perfect. That's the reason most of the government, strategies is failing. Bombay, they tried with 6 bogie to 9 bogie. They thought ki railway ka problem will resolve. It never happened. Then they went for 12 bogie. It never happened. Why? Because it keeps on changing. They have not taken constant into it. If other factor will remain constant, then only. So that is all what I have explained to you. Rest all these videos are there. Please go check. In 2 hours, I think what was the crux, what was very important, I thought to be shared with you all. And I think with such kind of wonderful feedback, I have done the justice for today's session. Thank you once again. Over to you, Pooja ma'am.
Sir, there is one more question in the chat box. Which test is used to compare rankings of two or more groups?
Pair t-test. Already I have given. Okay. That is pair t-test.
Okay, participants are asking to share the PPT.
I'll do that. See, here also I have explained. Paired sample. Thank you. What else?
Okay, no more questions over
Thank
here
you.
in the
Thank you
chat
very
box.
much. So I
Thank
think
you
it
so
is
much,
all
sir.
clear, wala this one, not that one. Thank you very much. Over to you.
I would like to thank our motivational and inspiring speaker for today's FDP Day 3, Dr. Nishikant Jha, sir. On the research analysis, your expertise and insights have enriched our understanding and has inspired our academic growth. Your valuable contribution to this program is greatly appreciated, and we are grateful for the knowledge shared by you, sir, and enhancing our commitment to the research in excellence. Thank you for being a catalyst for our today's development program, sir. Thank you so much. And I would also like to thank all the participants for actively participating in this particular session and getting the things done and all the queries being solved by the sir. Okay, whatever is been asked. And I request all the participants to fill up the feedback form, which has been forwarded in the chat box. So do you want to say anything, sir? Please. Yes,
One last point.
yes, yes.
Thank you very much. Of course, I have given that credit to participant. In book, research book, see, this is how they are trying to make us understand the, process, how to do the research. Try to understand how complicated this part is. So I just always try to make my learner, please don't go on complexity of it. Enjoy the research. I have done two things. This also I have made it very clear to you all. Don't make it complex. Make it simpler. Okay? That will enjoy by you as well as your learner. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day ahead to all of you. And thanks again to all the organizers.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable advice. It is actually required by all of us in the field of research. And I request all the participants to join tomorrow's session. Exactly, the time has been changed. So it will be conducted at 9 a.m. So tomorrow, all the participants are requested to join the session at 9 a.m. And
Can I leave, Pooja ma'am?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I request all the participants to fill up the feedback form as this link is open only for 1 hour. So please submit the form within 1 hour. Thank you so much, everyone.